Hela, welcome back. This evening I have found an older article I wrote and published. I share with some authorities and some journalists, but it was written and published on the 16th of October, which is like almost a month ago. Today is the 13th of November. And I thought I would read it for you here to add to the other videos which are trying to explain the Dalgety BayCOTT and my activist campaign, WOWS, don't grow on trees, garbage and clutter do. This article is titled EYESORE or blind eye ? That is the question, which is similar to another article I wrote only a week ago or so, which is very similar. Again, it's inspired by the famous phrase by Shakespeare, which though is a variation, which an improvement, I guess, which says the title is instead Happy Wows or Unhappy Trash? That is the question. Never mind. Shakespeare must have inspired me, and it did twice, without, I would say, unknowingly. So here's this article. We are at crossroads with Bark Park, and the question is, should we focus on the eyesore of clutter and garbage from my activist campaign, WOWS don't grow on trees, garbage and clutter do, and call it antisocial behavior? Or should we finally stop turning a blind eye to 10 years of quadruple disrespect, discrimination of diversity, violation of privacy, plundering of intellectual property, disregard for the busker home model? Eyesore or a blind eye? What's easier? That is a question. What's easier? Do we focus on the surface level problem of clutter from my protest while continuing to turn a blind eye to years of real harm? After all, why bother addressing serious violations when we can just label some creative trash antisocial, slap a fine on it, and call it a day? Or should we focus on what's fairer? Could it be that addressing the actual issues, the disrespect for alternative ways of living, the trampling of privacy, and the willful exploitation of creativity might require more effort but lead to the end of the discrimination of busker homes? Just as the Stonewall riots marked the beginning of LGBT liberation, and the Montgomery bus boycott marked the end of racist segregation, my Dalgety BayCOTT is an act of protest against years of disrespect and disregard for the diversity, privacy, intellectual property, and busker home model of my Bark Park. As Martin Luther King Jr. once declared in his powerful speech during the Civil Rights Movement, I have a dream of equality, respect, and freedom for all. So too do I dream of a world where busker homes can finally come out of the closet. I dream of a time when these homes, like mine, can reveal their identities proudly in the open air without fear of discrimination, where living authors and busker inventors can share their open air wows freely, unshackled by societal disregard. No more hiding, no more disregard, just as we no longer accept segregation or the silencing of any oppressed community. I have a dream that towns full of cookie cutter houses will one day become towns filled with busker homes and homes of wows, where diversity, creativity, and freedom flourish side by side. A place where busker homes inspire change and creativity, just as movements for civil rights have shaped our world. But here is the real issue. If human creativity isn't even respected within the private space of the author's own home, where an inventor and busker like myself should be free to express their identity and be respected, imagine what happens outside. If my creative work as a busker home can't be protected within my own residential space, what hope is there for respecting the busker's creativity when on the roam, and I should know? As artificial intelligence takes over more of our tasks and routines, we must protect what remains truly ours, our non digital, non artificial, human creativity. It's time for both human diversity and human creativity, inside and outside our homes, to get the respect they deserve. This is my dream for Bark Park and for every busker home to finally come out of the closet. In the end, it's astonishing and even absurd that the only way to reveal the true value of Park of Wows, of a Park of Wows, a space that has elevated the community and attracted people from far and wide, was to turn those wows into trash. The value was always there, yet people, clandestine visitors, free riders, public stalkers, delayed giving it respect, continually overlooking my efforts to create something unique and instead meeting it with disregard, delay, and even violation. For years I created this park alone, working day and night, only to see my work consistently disrespected, my privacy ignored, my intellectual property treated as free for the taking. It's outrageous that only by covering my wows in trash, creating an eyesore, did I finally get the attention of the media, the council, the police, and even the BBC. Respect was shown only when the wows became an eyesore, and only then did the scandal come to light. Consider this: 80 families once sent their children to marvel at my park, yet not a single one respected the busker home model enough to contribute. True, true respect goes beyond invading someone's privacy, exploiting their intellectual property, or dismissing the diversity of a home that dares to be different from cookie cutter houses. This is about the fundamental respect due to a place of wonder generously offered to the community. I trusted that these universal, well established rights would protect my home, my park, like the four walls of a fortress. Instead, I witnessed these rights being eroded before my eyes. My right to privacy, my right to intellectual property, my right to diversity, and my right to sustain myself were ignored. I dream of a future where homes of WOWS like mine are celebrated for their uniqueness, a future where busker homes are seen for what they are, gifts of wonder, not trash. Thank you again for your kind attention. That's all for now. Have a good night. Speak to you soon. Take care. Bye.